A frightening scene in Lake Worth tonight, a van crashing into a home right into the living room. It's unclear if anyone was hurt, but people in the neighborhood tell CBS 12 News they've been warning about traffic problems on their street for years. CBS 12's Jay O'Brien is there and spoke with them tonight. Jay?
Yeah, Liz, we were talking with one person who called this street here a raceway. There's a curve all the way up there that they say causes people to gun it down this roadway here. Over here is the home in question. There are tire tracks through the grass here. The hole has been boarded up, but residents here tell us it was only a matter of time until something like this happened. A crater where this home's front door should be.
There's the living room right there. So
Jennifer Gaddis lives here with 3 kids. It's a miracle. She says no one was standing right in the path of a white van that jumped a curb and tore a hole through her home.
I'm glad that they're not there, and I'm glad I'm not there.
She showed us this picture. The van lodged right in place of a welcome mat. No one in the home or the vehicle was injured. Crashes here are common. All it takes is Googling Melaleuca Lane in Lake Worth to find report after report of accidents, including a man on a dirt bike killed steps away from this home in 2018.
I always have issues leaving this street.
We spoke with neighbors who've told friends and even local officials for years that this stretch of road was dangerous.
This looks like more like a drag strip.
They told us cars flooring past these homes because drivers don't have to stop for blocks. So they go too fast around this curve and then they gun it down this street.
Yeah, that's what they do because the next traffic light is not until Kirk.
Deandra stopped letting her kids play outside
because we're afraid that someone is going to drive up on the sidewalk and hit us.
With the house next door torn up, Deandra and others settle in for another night here. All warned the driving gets even more dangerous after dark. It's not just cars that are of concern here. This is right down the way from the home where the accident happened today. And this is a bus stop. And people here tell us it's not just regular buses that are of an issue here, but school buses stop here right along this dangerous road, they say, every single morning.
Potentially inappropriate behavior are being asked tonight about a teacher in Martin County High School.
Yeah, as CBS 12's Al Pefley reports, a school district is investigating the circumstances around a partially nude photo of the man that's making rounds on campus.
Thomas, the photo has some parents concerned, and they tell CBS 12 News this risque image is being circulated among students.
I think I'm a little shell-shocked.
Parents at Martin County High School are reacting to this shocking photo of a male teacher at the school. The photo shows the teacher kneeling on a bed, almost completely naked, smiling, wearing a blindfold and a collar and very little else.
I'm not okay with that. And them not notifying us, not okay with that.
Why?
You have a teacher with wearing bondage stuff at a high school. Not okay.
They need to be role models to our children, and I don't think that that type of pictures should be out there with someone that our children are with each day.
The teacher in question, whom we are not naming, is now under investigation and has been removed from the classroom while the investigation is going on.
He's reassigned while the investigation continues to a central office function that does not involve contact with students.
A school district spokesperson would not say if the teacher shared the photo with a student or if a student found it online somewhere.
We are aware of a photo, just the photo that you mentioned. We are aware of the same image, and we're looking into the origin and who's depicted in the photo and things of that nature.
I asked directly if there is any concern that this teacher, hired by the Martin County School District 3 years ago, may have had any kind of inappropriate contact with a student or students.
That's something that, if that was the case, it would be part of the investigatory process, but we are not aware of any allegations anywhere near that nature.
The district would not say if the teacher has provided an explanation for how the photo got into a student's hands. And the school district spokesperson did not say how long this investigation may take. The Martin County Sheriff's Office told us that this photo by itself does not violate any law, so at this time they are not investigating. They say it will be up to the school district to look into the matter.
In just a few hours from now, we're going to see a new government report on how high inflation has risen over the past few months. It's expected to be a lot.
But you don't need to tell that to anyone who's been paying a lot more recently, from the grocery store to the gas pump.
Yeah, RJ O'Brien has been investigating what's driving those price hikes. He joins us now with the very latest. Jay?
Exactly right, guys. You don't have to spend long in a grocery store like this to know that the prices are up. But one of the clearest places that is playing out, as you mentioned, is at the gas station. Ask anyone at this rest stop.
It's been going up, right?
Gas prices are climbing. Rachel is on a road trip. At every exit, paying more in gas than she budgeted for.
The highest is almost $3.50 per gallon.
Higher than you expected?
Yes. Absolutely.
Those pains are nationwide. According to AAA, Americans on average shell out $3.27 a gallon, up 7 cents in the last week. And there's no signs of slowing.
They thought it was going to be only for a couple of months.
We asked economist Patrick Newman why inflation is hitting so hard now. He explained demand for fuel keeps increasing as the world reopens, combining that with worsening supply chain issues. The same problem slowing the flow of products into restaurants, even stores, and causing prices to climb there, too.
It's impacting our lives more because we're running up against these constraints. There's been a tremendous increase in the demand for goods, but supply hasn't really kept up.
Something echoed by Governor DeSantis, who says there's nothing he can do and blames the federal government.
This inflation is real. I mean, they tried to act like it was not something to worry about.
The feds, meanwhile, caution supply chain issues will soon sort themselves out, and inflation could cool off next year. But that's cold comfort to Americans who feel blindsided today.
It really hurts your wallet.
Like Robin Winkler, who never expected to pay through the nose every time she fills up her truck and boat.
You're not buying them because you're like, yay, I can't wait to put $200 in my tank.
When you bought these, you didn't expect how much it would be to fill them up nowadays.
Oh, God, no.
And think about it this way. We're also headed into the holiday season, which means Americans are going to be paying more for essential services like gas and essential items like food. But there's also the conversation that has to be had on gifts. Experts say those same supply shortages that are making food and gas hard to come by are also going to affect potentially holiday gifts and decorations.